Good Sunday evening, 521. I'm going to try to keep this video a little bit shorter. I know that we all have mental energies in other places right now when we should. So before I get into it, I just want to talk a little bit about all the closures that are going on. I'm in Sacramento area, and pretty much every school is closed for at least 4 weeks. And honestly, my assumption is that schools may be closed for the rest of the year. And so take care of yourselves, take care of your families. I know we're going to try to switch content to online as much as possible. And what I would say and challenge you to the same thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to challenge my staff to, is we were made for a time like this. You are in this program and you are bettering yourselves as educators and as people. So, I've already had a conversation with my family to say that I'm going to be busier in the next few weeks or months than I have ever been before. And not only for students in my own district, but or my own school in my own district, but just any students. Be the resource people need. And I know you're even more busy in this program. I would say this is what we're about. So it's time for us to get to work. With that being said, let me jump into week 3. Actually, before that, I did get a great recommendation from one of our own students in this class to provide exemplars. I don't know if I'm going to get to that looking back at, I taught this course a couple times, pulling information from other students and using those, but I will try. But great thing is this week you don't have anything really to turn in this week that you would need to look at an exemplar for. So you have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who will decide where to go. And that's from Dr. Seuss, and I use his quotes a lot. And so those ring true to me right now. We definitely get to choose our direction and choose how we're going to use what we know. So this week, really you're reviewing chapter 1 in the text, and then 4 and 5 are going to be new content. There's a lot of reading there. But it's good. I'm not going to pull the book up and show you. You guys know how to do that. Jumping into the discussion board, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at these slides. There's 15 slides, and it's about calculators in the classroom. So go through these slides and just kind of familiar yourself with them. There's not, there's a lot of content, but it shouldn't take you too long. So you're going to go through those slides, and then you're going to do the few things. You're going to, how do you feel about it? How do you feel that guidelines are understood in your district? Do you think some students are unable to memorize math facts and retain them? So memory issues. And then how would you answer a parent or a teacher who tells you letting a student use a calculator on a test is unfair? Which I know we get the idea of unfair or fairness quite often. And so that's the discussion board question for this week. It's really your only assignment that's due this week. I will tell you that I've loved the discussion board questions even this past week. I've stayed out of it. You guys were going so well. I made comments here or there. Usually I'm a little more active on the discussion board, but I didn't need to be. So I would say continue to learn and discuss and interact with each other, because it's been great. And I've been love just watching. So really looking ahead, there's a few things. Next week, you have a couple more chapters and review another one. And then there's the 3 kind of ongoing assignments. So the try something new. You should be already have been using the template that I gave you guys. And for this week, it matches with the discussion question. It's about a math assisted technology tool. So this should be old hat for you. You've done it week 1 and week 2. And so that shouldn't be anything too new for you guys. And then after that, it's beginning the lesson plan. And I know I posted about this. So first of all, go ahead and look through what's being asked, right? So know what is being asked. You're supposed to define a lesson plan. And I know I made a template that looks a little bit different than this, that just gives you a little more room. And so design a lesson plan. You should still design a lesson plan and include any pertinent things you need. But if I scroll down to the assignment on this, it's going to be a little bit different. So the 2 ideas that I have is to create the lesson plan and write about what you anticipate the changes of instruction would be. if you don't have your students. So, hey, how are you going to switch this up to e-learning, distance learning, or even print out paper packet or paper learning that's more learner driven, so self-driven? How would you change that over, and what would you do? But if you want to do something different, shoot me an email just so I know what you're doing. We still need the lesson plan, but you're not going to be able to teach it. Or maybe you're just going to create it to be taught online or with video or screencasting. So just shoot me an email. We are going to be extremely flexible with that one. And then obviously the big one that's going all the way through May 1st is the ePortfolio. Once again, here's the video that kind of walks through that. And then if you click the link, that does take you into the rubric that I've talked about pretty much every week. The one thing when you're building the website, in Google, you can do a horizontal or you can do a vertical navigation, because you're essentially, each one of these is going to be a page. Make it vertical navigation. It's way easier to navigate. When it's horizontal, it gets really hard to read what the page is. So that's just a little, formatting tip. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. And once again, over these next few weeks and probably few months, it is a new world. Even your classmates that are on Concordia's campuses physically are going to be switching over to online model for the rest of the semester. So it's new for everyone, and we're in this together. And if you need anything with the program, reach out. If you need anything or ideas, my district's switching over to e-learning, and I'm pretty connected. And if you need help trying to switch something over, just reach out to me. Anyway, good luck and God bless over the next few weeks.